Right, okay, just let me get the game open. I found out someone made a fan game based on that episode of Snowman and the Fire Dog. So that's something I want to check out. I found it on accident. I was mostly just... What was I doing? I was looking up for it. Doing a brief little search for games with fusion mechanics, because I like, just exploring stuff like that sometimes. Honestly, I really want to play Pokemon Fusion sometime, but so many things I want to play. Yeah. I like this game a lot, but the one biggest thing is it's a fucking time sink of unbelievable proportions. So, the good news is, I got Mechanist above 50. Or 250 off stream. So, we're going to go ahead and play some Mechanist storylines. Then we're going to run some dungeons. I don't want to do them beforehand, mostly because I want to at least get some of the abilities I should have gone by now from the Mechanist job. Oh, is that not? Hey, that's weird. Right, so my control mechanism isn't working right at the moment. I'm gonna try to fix that while... Oh, I know why it's not working. The other half of it's not open. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. That was the program opening up and turning on like it should have. I just screwed it by not having it already open. I replaced my flash. Okay, so... I learned that this thing is only barely better than the Storm Captain gun, which I had equipped for the last grinding dungeon I did. Well, actually, I didn't even get to use it in dungeon. I used, just went and did, game stuff. This is, by the by, the, if you don't, the Ironworks in-game gear. Alright, before we do anything else, I need that music back on. God damn it. I click that. We've got, okay, so we got 10 levels of story work to do, I think, this 5 and another 5, and then... Okay, this doesn't give me any job abilities, but, for the job ability I did unlock is the ability to eat a timed explosive at somebody. It does slow damage while it's active, and every hit I do amps up the amount of damage it will do when it explodes till I get like 6 weapon skill hits in. So let's get this. Greetings, sir. You're training to the taste of trust? Take her a while, we can discuss strategy for the tourney. Good appear everyone is present, even our dear instructor. No one depicted the upcoming contest. Now, do you have favor? The Holy Super is much influenced by the outcome of the tourney. The knows only enter only on the most able champions. That Tattered small money wishes seeks to heal us for the adjudicators, the right mentality to cease the flow of funds to the manufacturer. I don't understand me, Lordship. Must I don't hardly aware of the mechanics? Why we so grab Lord Telegrams? Is it because like I know I say you're firearm to kill a man with not but the dainty little finger on the trigger? There's large lips that would prevent any old drunken horseman from carrying a musket. It's your hierarchy indicatively fair and measured now that if you arm the lowest folk of the ladder on the like ours, we can sure it's tied to the middle should be pointed towards the privileged bastards with stands at top. Which is absolutely correct. Our good friend Hilda, actually we don't even know her that well, but she's cool. Very much did use it for just that purpose. Unfortunately, this is a little magic and guns are not in fact the great equal either. Though they're very helpful, nonetheless. And sums up about why the Ishgarians are so afraid. They also know something to send the threats for Tanabe with Kupos. Yeah, but I'll give him that much. Yeah, he's a stickler fellow, but also incompetent clever. We have to arrive at the Balsamic solution. On some strength in his shirt since it's tenfold. I don't think he cares about that. We are going to tell you that fact. We're going to claim victory at the tourney. We have such a special in mind. Then, I have been saying several strategies, but to practice them here. Hold on. I want to make sure the voice filter is on the right one. We're saying strategies, but practice them here and play you large. Right there, Mechanist. Venus need looks further afield for a suitable location to train. Blood sure needs to look here would do up to the trick. It'll skirt the place where we can shoot to ours. to a hot's content. Joy, great big memories for the journey after you have attended your duties at the manor, of course. So you, Haru, I would have you test another of my emotions. And now make switches to your ASO transformer. Ow! This sounds like we would have gotten an ability that we're not getting now. And now the talker just really likes to say everybody speak. Now you may bust my father mechanics to inform the background since that was something in exaggeration. Dragon's eye, one may as well be found on the side of rubbish. This will work against us. It requires intensive training to constantly track and score hits against targets that are so small and agile. Yeah, okay, fair. Dragoons actually would be a pain in the ass and jumpy bastards. There is but little time left for the contest, so victory will depend largely upon your skilled contribution. If he's able to even display even a fraction of your battle, then the emptiness will flourish. Thus I need to attend our practice with undivided focus and provide a shining temp to which she might aspire. No new ability. He's feeling impatient to leave. Blood on the sands. Once you're ready to go in and ask at the mana, we can out the blood show. Why should we keep her? Chips and markers to restock the water or some such? Ow. Wait, have I had my helmet off for this entire time? Let's put those horns on and I just completely forgot them. Alright, Joy. For there then? Yeah, I'll be honest here. If it wasn't for Limsa being, not Limsa, Gordinia being so fucking lame, I'd almost say the best chart would be the, built-in, speed booster. This is amazing for getting around. Every job should have had this built in. Or just made you faster, period. And it's in the early game when you don't even have a mount. This would have been a goddamn godsend. Yeah, it's locked behind 20, but that's still early enough. I don't think you even have a mount yet. No, that's the question. There we go. There's Joy. Not attacked? Oh, you see, it's getting some practice. That's a big house. I'll be ready to go as soon as I have all me shopping to the man. You know, it's kidding to me. I can't shake my chores. I made a promise to the crowd. I won't keep you waiting much longer. Once I manage what I've got and come back with a big sack afterwards. Offer to help. Okay, I'm trying to look. Maybe you could keep on another sack till I get back. Shouldn't take too long. Or you could just have me carry it for you, rather than wasting time with multiple trips. It's a nice look. Hey! Crafty gear. Hold on. They look nice. Enjoyable to looky-loo at other people's characters. Can't put in... Oh, nothing. My son didn't do anything until now, does he? Hey, what are you doing here? Possession my other sack! The exhibit sack's ready to get delivered to the Hellknot Banner. By the end of the day, I enjoy her. If we go, this is the last of us today, so she needs to 7 days work. Your journey at preparations. Hey guys, if you have any questions, but she helping me his lordship even more. Yeah, against me becoming a mechanist. He might have 2 people to work though. You have to let me keep place in the manor staff. We had a street for his job. I can't think of enough. Sometimes I feel like I can't pay him. I'm spending half my time with manufacturing. Yeah, to Stephen, his lordship will need me to be mechanist no more. Blending the analogies that like trying to shirk that because you're like, oh, I just want to be a housemaid, which is fair. That's what you want, but you are a fucking badass, Joy. Anyway, well, we should be getting ourselves to lunch. Yeah, win the attorney to repay his kindness. Once we've cleared some stuff, I'll do this. I honestly thought I would have gotten a thing by now, so if not, I'm going to go ahead and just do a general duty roulette. That should get me to 51 at least, maybe even 52. Oh, food I made, skill speed. I made a bunch of other stuff. I do have some less room in there because of this. Oh, we're doing. I'm about to take the accompaniment. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I already read that. Well, time to bring out Gilly as our new minion. The fact that it's just called by Hammer Man, which slowly apart street from deactivated this is our guidance mode. Speaking of recording some of the guide's capabilities, for instance, in the original, just called a company mode. Is it? Okay, it's still hovering in the air, but it's rolling around the air. I didn't realize that was how I got around. I kind of wish it was still called Gilly, though. Not like I would give anything away. That's, by the way, that's one of the things they do to help reduce potential spoilers with minions. Less obvious names and such. Not always trying to think, but sometimes you be having it. Oh, we're just going straight up to the blood sands. Why did I run here? No, it doesn't matter. At least it ran up the clock for this. Away, footmobile, away. Na, 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 na. Yeah, this is the thing I got. Wildfire. Alright, let's begin, shall we? Our trick shall be to explore the most effective method of cat. Here are night late opponents. If I cannot reach you, cannot you. Thus reach with the contrary and thus make a skill that hinder movement. Cat lights have aromatic needs. Said to be useful to giant crowds. Six sides. Magic shell covered creatures lured by sensory inmates and form tactics to put their advantages. Be broken open, we'll sing your feet. Let's see what strategy you can devise for us. Say hello. Duty calls. This one's my duty finder thing is progressing well enough. So we'll just let that go, and then I'll do this afterwards. Hopefully I can get to 52 before the stream ends and get another quest. If not, then we'll enter the Void Ark. I don't talk about the big name VTubers much, but it was something to see one of the big name one, Hector lead from the industry, Garagura. Definitely one of the first VTubers I actually checked out. Not the first, I almost certainly saw others, but she was probably the first one I sat down and actually watched a full stream of it, not just clips. And a lot of, the stuff I've seen was fairly funny and entertaining, so. Well, sad to see her go. And if I'm not a viewer. Oh, I am aware of the GTA 6 trailer dropping. I have not reacted to it yet. I honestly forgot it about doing that when I heard it drop today, and I just kind of forgot about, heck, I haven't even gotten the Oblivion one. Speaking of GTA, I actually started up a playthrough recently of Vice City. Not a streamed one, just a personal one. I don't even think I'm gonna bother actually progressing the plot of the game. I just want to fuck around in Vice City. I did the classic of spawning a tank, putting in the low gravity cheat, turning the tank around, and jet rocking my way across the skyline. So it's a delight. It's always something to watch someone you absolutely call with a fucking bot, and how. And seeing their name disappear from the follower list. Oh shit, after this, it's like we need to go to Isleshire. I can't believe I forgot. I need to hit up Isleshire and get my Wondrous Tales. A little late with my use of that, but honestly, because it doesn't use in combat, I don't use it a lot. Such a fun ability, but it requires to be stretch of dungeon where no combat. Boop, 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 boop. Anyway, someone in the first bit, look at me, yay! Someone in there going through the early MSQ. Looks like that would probably be Barry Sorbet. Great name. I'm pretty sure that's that's the Lancer symbol, not the Dragoon. Yeah, no, that's the Lancer. Dragoon has the spear pointing downwards. I don't look at the direct symbol much nowadays. It's been so long since I played it. I wanted to screw around. It's not a major thing I was doing, actually. Earlier, I was mostly playing Bioshock 2 first time in a long... And forever. You hear my speech derail there. That was entirely me realizing I could make a fucking song joke partway into actually saying what I was saying and immediately redirecting into it. Actually, I have to play D&D this week, so yay. That was a good time. No combat this time. Apparently, last week, when I missed out, it was just the second round of combat. I mean, other people managed to get themselves into with some hidden stragglers, but one of those fucking things where only some people could join in. It was a trial, and the other one was, you know, someone coming across some stragglers and annihilating them in like a single round so badly the enemy literally shit themselves in terror. An utter delight. I had some roleplay things I thought about doing, but I didn't really get to them. But I did get to do some other fun roleplay stuff. For instance, we had to did a puzzle in a spooky graveyard that was underground and absolutely should not have a wooden forest, you know, and an uncovered sky in it, but it did somehow. I went in, we quickly identified what we needed to do fairly quickly, which was dig up specific graves, and I had a moment where we came across a skeleton sitting on a log playing the violin, so of course I had my bard to join in, and I got rewarded with an item I had asked for. A stat boosting hat. It was mostly out of a curiosity. I know you can get stat boosting items, and I was prepared to, you know, shout out a bit. We were going into a dangerous dungeon, a little under-leveled. We sped around past 2 levels, and so, and in fact, frankly, starting the dungeon, we were still at one. It was 3 levels under. So, yeah, whoops. So I was looking to just mess with the stack of the dead, and well, I ended up getting one from Mario. It was a fun role-playing bit. The best part was it was one of those find the hidden key amongst the pile of keys scenario, and one of the other players just instead of puzzling it out, did something fun and goofy and ended up accidentally falling into the answer anyways. The fun and goofy thing was you had to find a key made of bone amongst a pile of keys made of bone, and he just started grabbing every key within reach and yeeting them out of the room, only to watch them disappear. It was supposed to be like the Holy Grail and Indiana Jones 3, but he just kept fucking doing it without bothering working. That the NPC, the befuddled NPC, ended up just giving up. It was hilarious. And somebody apparently got themselves a resin printer and came with gifts. Everybody got a model of their character, even the DM, even the person who's stuffed rabbit got to be a character in the campaign for the fun of it. It was just a joking suggestion, and DM ran with it. It got their own little character piece put on the board. I had to laugh because, like, my character absolutely looks like she's got vastly more Riz while in the character piece than in the game so far, which is hilarious, you know, because she's it's Pink Quasar's first time, which is hilarious because, you know, where was I? Because despite being a bard, she's honestly not been very good at few pick-up lines, and yes, I did build a character who was one of those bards, but I mean, part of the humor is that she's supposed to be a character who absolutely gets in over her head with her flirting, which is, unfortunately, she's actually worse than her flirting than I originally intended for her to be. Now that's the running gag, but she's actually a bard who's spec and comedically charming, and not who thinks she's seductively charming. Ba, 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 da, 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 da. My god, a giant enemy crab. Right, let's again, shall we? Our objective shall be to explore most effective methods of hitting our nightly opponents. We'll do this, then I'm gonna zip over and pick up a Wondrous Tales notebook from Chloe. Like, can I reach you? Okay. Right, we already read this bit. But yeah. None of them bastards reached the box. Joy of the Nine Faces. Yeah, set up a shoreline. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, let's call it a day. It is my Megadeth. Let's call it a day. No, what is that thing? Hey, try this. It's got the cinema. Take it down, Mets. Sing from the deep. Excellent name. But yeah, they also brought paints, and oh boy. I'm smart enough not to think I can. The last thrill was rather unexpected, and yet nonetheless, well done. Your performances from out of my perspective inspired me with entirely new strategies. If I may, my lord, see how well it's gone along. Maybe you don't mean me to tell you no more. What can you expect, my dear? I need now more than ever. You know, how many camp battle experience, sitting the season night, stumbling and brawling, will open the eyes of the holy sea. Why? The bullet that pierces their tradition-bound hearts. Oh, my lordship, what am I to name House of Nightly for both you and the Count? But now, I must return to the workshop. But yeah, they brought paints to paint the little resin figures, and since, yeah, it is a little goblin girl, goblin. Yeah, little goblin girl. She's not a little girl, but she is a goblin. And little. Points. I decided to just go with a single solid base coat of green, but it's my first time handling that shit in years. And despite watching a few different tutorials on, you know, this type of information, I just didn't click my head. So I just grabbed a big brush, coated it in green and a nice light green, and started painting over. I'm like, oh god, no, I can't make out any of these details. I struggled to get as much of it off as I could. The good news is I at least managed to do that with the face and most of the details. At which point, I then went with a smaller brush, and that still wasn't enough. And then I thankfully, partway through, I remembered what dry brush it was, and that helped. That wasn't enough. I needed something better. And then I remember what a wash was. Didn't remember what it was called. I went for that, and alright, that looks kind of half decent. I literally rinsed as much of the paint off as I could, rubbing it off, and then went for a wash over that. And because like it looked like I had just taken it also off and didn't look good. Thankfully, it actually came out a lot better once it was dry. All the areas that looked like they were just black with no color on them, and instead came out the same green, but in a more while we're still retaining the detail underneath. And I actually really like it. Like, it's not perfect by any stretch of the means, but it looks good. I like it, and I'm definitely happy to have it. And it'll be a treasured memento from, you know, my first real character in a game. I have other character ideas I want to explore out there. I've been toying around with oh, we also need to complete the next Vanu mission. We unlocked it, and we're almost done with the Moogles. Anyways, what was I fucking talking about? I forgot there were so many missions up here. You're gonna do these after I do the other stuff. No. Well, I misclicked. God damn it, let me go back. Alright. Let's do Praetorium and it's the soul. Actually, I want to hit join. Fucking really? Immediately? Okay, that was fucking surprisingly quick. I just want I was going to do that in the background, but okay, if it'll proc immediately, I'll take it. Sure, I'm missing my last capstone ability. Anyways, what was I fucking talking about? I like his helmet piece, whatever that is. That looks sick. All the glowy bits. It's Monk. Nurse Throw a Fist. Oh, that's great. That's an excellent name for a healer. I love me. I've got all sorts of character ideas. We're gonna be ending our campaign soon. We'll probably be continuing it, but you know, some people might swap out. Maybe I want to swap out, play something else. I don't know. Finally, a spot where a good clear spot where this is extremely useful. AoEs are often foreign, especially with big style enemies. But as long as I'm being pigeonholed to only getting my battery up by completing my main combo, almost certainly that's not what will happen when I shoot up. But yeah, there's all sorts of characters and classes. I've got the absolute bad guy character that I want to take for a spin. It's been inspired to maybe give a changeling character a try. That could be fun. Adding some with a whole bunch of chaos stacked onto that character. I haven't done as always, but yeah, I've enjoyed playing my Artificer Bard build, definitely. But at the same time, the way the way these games have been moving, we don't exactly the people hosting don't exactly have time for longer drawn out games. And honestly, in some ways, I feel like crafting isn't as appealing. And I love crafting. I love the idea. It's just so depending, I might switch out for a different character. You know, maybe do a Dragonborn something or other. I have ideas. One idea for was an aberrant Dragonborn. You know, his entire shtick is being a manipulative character. I gotta say, one thing that sounds super annoying about D&D is the fact that spells like Charm Person, all that, let the person you charm know that they had you used it on them, which is it's in there for game balance reasons, but story-wise, that's so shit if you want to play. If you want to do some RPing of more dark characters, you know. Why can't well, you like, you know, maybe I want to play a evil Jafar manipulating a king from behind the shadows or something. There we go. Oh, you know what I can do? The Dragon Ball Z one. I completely Dragon Ball Z one. Yeah, it was basically exactly what I was doing, with the addition of grabbing a couple of, I will clarify one thing. I talked about, you know, this one thing that makes you able to empower minions. It also makes you good at getting minions. The idea is, you know, like, getting your own Ginyu force or something, you know. Characters that are minions, but all fairly powerful. And then finally ending up with grabbing two of the, really high number of free companions you can get. Free ones are only limited to being Earthlings and no points they can use, but they do get a background of your choice, and anything within that background is free. Well, anything that's free within that background they can grab. So I grabbed two Earthling martial artists, and yeah, then came up with a plan for how you would go about surviving the other bullshit of dealing with being in the world of DBZ. Even with being a spell-like entity, you don't have the ability to survive in space like he did. You lack Frieza DNA, because you're only made with the stuff that was already found on Earth. So still a lot of power and potential, just not as much. But so you can't just fling into space and survive indefinitely out there. Never have to worry about any of the threats. So you gotta do something about it. The answer I found was murking Jiro, bring 17 or 18, and hoping that the whole goodwill of murking Jiro and letting them out early, they might listen to you if you plead with them not to go on rampage. You want to use your power to do whatever you want, and, you know, steal shit, and fine, whatever, do what you want on that front. Just, you know, don't go on a planet-wide killing spree. Please and thank you. And don't, and since Goku's already dead, even if he comes back, you know, they'll have a year to mellow out, hopefully, and not care about killing Goku. 16 probably hasn't even built yet. At that point, I mean, assuming 17 and 18 were already complete at that point. If they're not, but I think the jump implies they were, and yeah. Then, with your two minions, you go into your hyperbolic time chamber and train. At first, frankly, they won't even be able to go in there with you, even at 10th your power. You are only a match for Saiyan Saga Vegeta and Nappa. But, and well, that's a lot stronger than when Goku first went in there. But unlike with Goku, you don't have a limit. You can go back in as many times you want with as many people as you want. Whereas before it was only two people at most, and twice in your own lifetime. That's a big thing. And going on your own makes it harder to withstand it, so yeah, only a few hours. But those few hours are still an extremely high-end, intense training, and I'll see dividends. And as I grow in power, so do the minions, and eventually they could join me, and so on and so forth. And by the time you're done, frankly, I put it, you should, if you're, you know, a freaking bio-android and such, Cell Skinsey, you should absolutely be at least Tharbon's level, especially since you get started with one of the free items I picked up is weighted training clothes, which are, you will absolutely outscale, but will scale to what you start out as effective training for whatever you are. So while the weighted training clothes have almost entirely lost their meaning by the time Vegeta shows up. For you, it'll be as if, you know, the first time they're showed off. A massive training bolster. So that'll help a lot too with your early bits. By the time you're done, you should easily be at Zarbon, if not Dodoria's level. Dodoria, if not Zarbon's level. And with your two minions being about on par with you, murking those two and eating them in the Cybermen should be no trouble. Because now with the boost, your minion, the two followers, I decide to, you know, I like sticking to the theming of the setting when I make a minion, or not minion. I don't usually refer to minions. It's just the whole literal minion power that's making me do it. Companions, min and max, because I'm min maxing, and that's their literal name and you know, naming puns and such. Twins, boom bam. Plus I'm at 20 my power should still be able to fucking take on Vegeta and Namek on their own, in which case you convince the heroes to go deal with Frieza's attack on Namek, because of how bad for everyone that would be. Bow, 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 no, no. Oh, no, no, no. Come on, bud. And during the whole time between then and there, training your hyper training chamber, which, thanks to being a item that exists within the cosmic warehouse, can be accessed to anywhere, including on the spaceship, not leaving Earth. Yeah, you get a lot of training done, and that training you can share with the others too. Even if they have to duck out early, you don't. So you could go into some of them, and as each of them cycles out with, okay, I can't handle it anymore. And yeah, this doesn't involve, you know, being willing to fucking kill people, but this is like fucking Stevie B. If you're not willing to do that, take an in race and then use the extra points from that to pick up something like that now. The KO Kin that you can stack on transformations and use without severe backlash. But yeah, so you hit up yeah. Sorry, I'm losing track. You hit up the whole spaceship when you get to Namek. Immediately prioritize focusing on free the ship. He's probably gonna be away from it, and if you do. If you're lucky, he's not in air. If he is, try to lay low, like heroes did, and then attack when he leaves, wiping out his crew and using them to power yourself further up. And then, combined with all that, you should hopefully... Oh, and visit the Guru, see if you can get a power-up from him. Hopefully, you should, by that point, you should be at least on par with First Form Frieza, if not more. At which point, use your equal power and the supportive power everywhere else, including the perk that, you know, makes it Not only does that perk empower them, it also makes you, god damn it, better suited to makes you better suited to being able to, you know, work with people. Basically, it makes teamwork actually useful in DBZ. You should be able to mark him before it gets away. If not, he might end up, you know, blowing up, but he's unlikely to go so far enough to instantly annihilate you, and if he has to resort, and whenever he tries to transform, you're not like the fucking DBZ heroes, you're willing to fucking attack him in the process and kill him. And if, you know, the only time he can transform is in the time you're regenerating, but, well, you've still got the fully functional, Zinkai boost and cell level regeneration. You'll be back up and capable of fucking killing him. And almost certainly going to have a near power level power up just from doing that. Again, none of this is safe or, you know, great for you. Oh, hey, Megatees. But
Eorzea's unity is forged of falsehoods. Its city-states are built on deceit.
Difficult flying scenario, but like, DB fucking D. You don't want to go there first jump.
To believe in Eorzea,
heck, just going to DB first would generally get you at least some help.
In Eorzea, the beast tribes often summon gods to fight in their stead, though your comrades only rarely respond in kind. Which is strange.
For instance, if you knew you were going to be needing the D1 next, instead you should have picked the turtle shell item. That's off there. It's like way training quotes, but it will always scale with you. Always. And anything that boosts your training would help a lot.
The trick that served you so well at Cartano and call them down. They will answer, so long as you lavish them with crystals and gorge them on ether.
So yeah, there's the team. I like, you know, like I said, right now I'm doing another fun one, which is the Dual Monsters Hero Jump. Someone made a dedicated, not just a Yu-Gi-Oh jump, but a dedicated superhero Yu-Gi-Oh superhero setting jump. In the Dual Monster world of where all the different hero characters live. Elemental heroes, Destiny heroes, Vision heroes, Evil heroes, Neospatians.
For the world of man to mean anything.
On its own, I'm already in favor of that. Like, the hero line, especially the element hero line, is honestly my favorite archetype of monsters in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! But it also does something what I'm always fond of, Fusion. Fusion is great in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's the one mechanic I miss, cause like, the idea of creatures, you can only, a large list of creatures you could call forth by combining different monsters as mats. You know what I love? A card game dedicated entirely to that. The only form of special summoning or higher tier summoning you have is by combining two weaker monsters together as mats. Doesn't that sound fun? It sounds great to me. But yeah, it does a lot of things with Fusion. Also a lot of other stuff, and it's just inspired by the various things that are fun. It's got a polymerization, it's got dark polymerization, it's dark fusion. It lets you pick up the various power sets belonging to the various elemental heroes and destiny heroes and so on and so forth. God damn. Anyways, where was I fucking going with this? Right, yeah. It's filled around with a lot of great perks and powers and such. While still being interesting enough and fun enough setting that I enjoy thinking about, okay, what would you do here? Sure, there's no built-in storyline, but like, if you know superhero stuff, you can come up with your own basic storyline. And the drawbacks to let you are also very useful for, you know, picking up stuff that you might have to deal with there. So, My food ran out. I didn't notice. I'm gonna need to take a short break after this, but come on. There we go. Bow. Damn. Yes. Yours by right. So. Yeah. We'll just mark this wondrous tale off. Alright. I will be back in a few moments. Let's take a quick break. Alright, we're back. Yeah, I haven't even been fully read over the document in years, so, you know, I never bothered doing a first jump build of it, but it's honestly full of so much good shit. And a lot of my favorite little jump chain combos start with some of the stuff in there. Fusion. Oh, I love fusion. My favorite thing is stack of fusion, which is, you know, works by basically you can fuse if you have this perk, you can fuse with anyone, but your resulting fusion can't fuse again unless the other person also had it. Another good one though is, and I like to combine that one with various cloning perks in jump chain. Because it's entirely a valid use of it. You make a duplicate and then merge together to create a gestalt, it being born of both of yourselves. And even if you're using one of those versions that, you know, either divide your power to make the duplicate, you'll still be more powerful than you started out as, because it always makes it more powerful. So it's super great. Another one is Vision Fusion, but I'll talk about that in a moment. Get there, Haru. Joy's slacklessly impressed me somewhat. I'm gonna try and close down this auction as atrocious as ever. She'll do her job, but Joy's got her twos. For it seems. Really? No capstone ability from completing the job, huh? Or getting to level 50. And we would ask you that your colleagues for the turning. It's finally upon us. Let's just another twofer. That's it, Haru. This is shit. Not gonna show you moment of truth. Probably got all our colleagues together. Should we just up to performing some last moment firearm inspections? And that's not well. Joy may have better ideas for his house than I. Oh, Haru, this is that. There's someone going into our storage crates to match all the firearms. No, we must check the other crates first, sir. Oh, what do we do? You tell him, and I'll check the crates. Given public help us not out, we'll see what's beyond the restaurant and then report my findings to his lordship. I saw he was getting some rush out behind the workshop. Almost time it's over and someone sabotages our shit. Treasure plan, huh? What's with that's good enough name for a someone who's playing a shooter? Nothing, by the time we got visitors again, stubborn bastards. And especially about hunts, you say. Things when I'm skying it wants us gone. It's done with things subtle. But no, that's not when they set a fire to the place. Yeah, one instruction that's only so as we don't bring the rats to life on us. In the workshop when you're done with your patrol. Great. Squinty-eyed loiterer. Squinty-eyed loiterer. Not for us in the hell out there. But coin is coin. You know, that's my idea. Honestly, it makes perfect sense for a quest chain that gives you this shit to actually encourage you to run around and see shit. Sharp-eyed, huh? The timing has to be perfect. Where do you come from? Shifty-eyed loiterer. Oh, someone came wearing a mask. No one is looking. Ah, the first time I was getting shot at. Yeah, Vision Fusion, great one. Based on some of the shenanigans the Vision heroes get up to, it involves, you know, being able to do things like fuse together the dead, because, you know, I don't mean corpses, I mean the spirits of the dead, brings them back to life as a gestalt entity of two spirits, who can, of course, stay around as long as they want, because that's how fusion works. Oh, you are quite alright. The French here tells me you've been busy chitty off. Baby! And half of us still have to do, but I believe we still have a chance. They'll laugh till they go and find a damn camera center summit. Oh no. What happened? I'm not seeing whatever was shot, but maybe I'm just, obviously I don't think it would make a permanent scenery change, but I'm not seeing nothing. Oh, no, whatever. Oh, this was something that got blown up. Let me guess, that's the rest of their guns? Turrets. That's the best one of the shit-hitting bastards. They said him has forfeit the contest. Nay, my dear. It's their time to raid us. And our kind of serve, but it's just strict fire to my determination. Back inside, horror. Joy, lead your follow the journey field. And on your masks of supreme confidence. Says, check how you're sure I'll work to replace the damaged firearms. And of course, the fact that she is called Joy of the Many Faces, not too many. The odds are not so heavily stacked against us, but we cannot let a few setbacks stand in the way of our moment of glory. I love the idea of that. Love that. That's our one that hits everything around us, not just in a cone forward. Excellent, excellent. Yeah, it's ready to attend the tourney. We've done all that we can. Tis time we join our company and stay the field on which the tourney will take place. Yeah, familiar with Camp Dragonhead, I trust, to make for an interesting arena. I'm gonna put it here. So yeah. But yeah, it also lets you fuse machines, which is just a fun concept, and more importantly, vice versa. So you can combine a machine and a ghost. Imperfect Resurrection. That one was, as a Ruby fan, that was fun to do with a scenario based on going there and using that on a particular character. Due to the nature of that character. Spoilers for Ruby. There's a character in it that's a robot with a soul, and she dies. And yeah, the idea was using that to bring her back. Now, as a as a cybernetic version of herself, because hey, You basically just copied her body, maybe with a few upgrades, and then merged her soul with it more completely than it was originally. Good, good. After I've yet to fill the forces. You know, the expecting from that's to get this show to be focused on this contest. That's just a funding from the Holy See and cast down shadow over the future of the manufacturer. And everyone already found it. Now, rank shootouts. Find yourself a fight in Spanish fights and enjoy the spectacle. I mean, I think we were more ready before, but That's just that. But here's one piece of ice where I go. Make the most of the terrain. The new choice spots where I lay an ambush, inspiring me to lay out one on me. You've given the place a good one so Yes, sir. Give the word, and we shall endeavor to learn the lay of the land. Let's review our strategy, shall we? You would rather simply begin the tourney, in which case you may speak with our mechanist messenger. Alright. So we combine forces from the House Helonate and House Foottips. Well, our opponents will be the House Lindel and House Durandare. The Black Standard represents our encampment. Pray and inspect the standard in the running area. The standard to be destroyed, we are defeated, and the tourney is lost. There's also these waves of corruptivity, so return here if you need healing. That's interesting. Oh, this is actually a super neat duty. I'm already loving this. So what I'm saying here is Divinian Right's son, huh? This is one of those vantage points you could fucking pop some people from. But you ultimately want to destroy the other people's shit, not just ambush them. Not needing payment. Pray inspect the current center and survey the surrounding areas. This is an interesting duty. I like it. PC and top of the standard, then victory is ours. Well, the enemy kind will heal near my eyes. That's the way linked engagement in its part. Let's guess it. Our individual foes, so take care of the big foes and then join really squad penitence and offensive push. The very next and I will join for tips in defense of our encampment. And me? I get to decide where I go. We'll be our flying company and strike where needed. Makes sense. Your answer, let's throw your place of concealment. Oh, I hadn't even considered over here. I inspect the ambush site. That's good, that's good. So, I'm going to stop enemy standard on Haru's signal. My signal, oh. And the interesting sort, if our defenses appear weak, he will commit his forces to an attack. And that will leave their encampment vulnerable to ambush. So call down an ambush when they're attacking us. They'll more near the Exorite. Oh, this is complicated. Hey, you can see it for yourself. And there's a way to conveniently skip it all if you fail. Ah, I love it. Inspect the motor. I should safe from any camp section, and a spot also affords you a fine view of both camps. You hit the hide and press the X. Somebody operate the motor, send up the flare. Then to our camp, and I shall appreciate you until you give the word. And I'll sell the efficient until you give the word. Townsperson. That's what you are now, Esteban? Townsperson? Tis subject toleration is knights. Actors all there. Lord. And many who are curious, even eager to witness your fight this day. This is the third in this mockery of consult to swiftly. Oh, you will. We should send the Tataraindia standard speaks for us. Out from the King of Commoners, come then, all the players are present. Let the tourney begin. The victory, my friends. No, certainly be a challenge at all. to destroy those mechanist substarts. Get rid of the healer. What I'm gonna do. Without him, the rest of them can handle themselves. I think it's time to hit the mortar, I think. I've always run a cadre of healers. Enemy healers, we cannot win this. Okay, yeah, now you get the knock. Will do as soon as I deal with this motherfucker. This guy is without a healer, but he is hounding me pretty well. Okay, yeah, leave me the fuck alone. This time we make our advance. Nurse, just me, full of salt. Come on, you son of a bitch. I'm alright. Get rid of the one thing as soon as I get rid of fucking this guy. Come on, fuck. Thank you, House on Banner. They'll never know what hit them. There we go. Now I bring out the full power of what I'm capable of. There we go. And there we go. Oh, that was complicated but enjoyable. We win. I guess Joy wasn't betraying us or something. I was really starting to expect she might have been. Yeah, chance to finish of that time that merit tells us well they recognition house and next company of reinforcement. You know what's kind of my knights and my newest game flags. I would see, however, how you figure to seek not to break your standard but to spill your life's blood. It's when we fight side by side. Yeah, he's not done scheming. This is very much Mechanist Part 1, Mechanist Part 2 storyline. He shines in my knights to master of the battlefield. So yeah, we've made it so that yeah, so we made it so that he's no longer so that his current scheme is done. But hey, it's done, my son. You're trying to solve the foes that would see you fail. But of course, father, there's no difference that Mechanist cannot overcome. Returning victory. How many years has it been? At last, we begin to reclaim the wounds we have lost. And there shall be more to come as long as you are true to your word. So as long as you are true to your word. That means no more bemoaning my knightly skills. No more disruptive visits to the workshop. There is to you full assorted men victory. May your Mechanist be the spears that pierce our foes and shields to defend our walls. My son, for the glory of Ishkard and her people. We won the day, but I feel like we're probably going to deal with an even bigger target on back as it goes. Yes, it's begun, my friends. Follow me until we shall ring the rusted helms of the old god. Joy, what's up with you, So Joy is still very much off. So this is this is interesting because like so far I have only done I have of these I've done free DLC jobs that are really DLC jobs. Rogue was brought in expansion jobs, I really should say. Red Mage, Mechanist, and Dark Knight. With this, I have two for only one of them have I done to completion of its initial expansion storyline. I can't do the Red Mage final story piece without getting into Stormblood itself, so I'm stuck here. But with Mechanist, I can now this, and I'm starting to think from the way that Red Mage ended with a bit of a plot, with some plot hooks, strong plot hooks, that and this one ending with some strong plot hooks. I think Dark Knight's the only one that really went against that. When you finish Dark Knight, it was a strong conclusion to the story. You could have ended Dark Knight's story entirely there, and it would have worked without me going, okay, but where was this going? Its continuation also worked excellently, bringing in stuff that was very good, allowing a new perspective on Dark Knighthood, but getting to actually meet and interact with a fellow Dark Knight, providing perspective on what we went through from someone who didn't, but had heard of such things because of what kind of job it is. So maybe I wasn't too quick to dismiss that Joy's a backstabber. Yeah? What? Anyone way to find out? Yeah, the one I'm definitely thinking of doing is doing a fusion heavy build. Pick up the fusion powers and then like one of the actual combat powers. I think the one I went with a long time ago was Clayman. It really is a solid one just because it makes you tough, it makes you strong, it makes so you don't have to eat or drink or sleep and all that other shit because you're made of hardened clay in the shape of a person and not an actual biological being. So it's a hard one, but that's time to start today. So not to be ever going skill with the firearm. Probably also picking up the Vision Hero robotics abilities, since that's all. So, and the line out of alright, that's letting you make use of the Vision Fusion properly. You can build robots to help you fight in 2D, so everyone and all that. They're going to steal firearm. They have a Mac trick capable of need. And to make the most of my newfound freedom. Need my foot sector returning to the workshop is to prove on that. Also, Acer Transformer. Was yours, was my thanks. Certain inaccuracies in the design for which I have endeavored to compensate for. Use it well, however. So it grants me a better shooty ability, huh? Extract materia and retrieve materia. Might as well, yeah, because you don't want I don't want to lose the materia. Alright, where are we? Junior Mechanist armor. Mechanist getting a complete set of armor suitable for novice mechanists. Saurian boots of cashmere hat of aiming, Saurian tabard of aiming. It's in Ishgar blue, so I might keep that color scheme. In fact, let's just I was actually gonna pull the glamour off that, but I think I'll. What the fuck are you doing? Honestly, pretty great outfit, looking outfit. Oh my fucking god! Would you fucking stop, you massive bag of dicks? Hold on. There we go. Tempted to get some dye and just dye the entire thing and keep the outfit until, but it's gonna get replaced almost certainly from stuff at that level up, so. Anyways, let's go ahead and just dump all of my meldings back in. I think reception would be a good stat for this, but that's purely a gather stat, so the faster I can spam out my attacks, the better. Wait, hold on. Ah, alright, that was my fault for not paying attention. That thing's got maxed out speed already. No skill speed ups there, but determination is always a good third. I'd prefer direct hit ups, but what you can do? I never made a portrait. Hold on. No. Yeah, film reel. Let's see, accents. Yeah, none. Okay, let's do pose. No. What? Man. There we go. Yeah, I like to look at that moment. Let's mess with the lighting. I could make make it darker lighting. Don't know how to make it. If I could make it darker lighting, yeah, you can't get a do the wings. Even though I actually think that would look good with this one, it's because of the goggles I'm wearing. There we go. Oh, fuck you. You can see my attempts to get a proper grip on this. Actually, hold on. Yeah, that's it. There we go. Let's see, right or left wing? Yeah, that's good. Oh, that's good. I like that one. Okay, now the grip's working fine. Sometimes it just does not want to grip something. There are times you have this where there's no problem, so I don't know. There we go. I forgot that I could just make her look different directions. A slight head turn and then peering out the side of her eye while giving a cocky wink. That is a gunslinger, which is to celebrate your turning victory. No. Rarely where I need to someone to actually hit. Third hunting victory, we have inevitably hatched it's the mechanist presence in the mind ability. Father drinks the memory of the event to me. It would seem our fortunes have at last taken a turn for the better. This is formally responded Lord Tognet, promising our supports in House Timsel's next sortie. But I'm not yet pretty detailed operation, but I our role will choose rush shopping both demanding and dangerous. His empty like Dankus Hour, he will only provide us with another stage in which preparatory in the field will garner us greater support from the Holy See and allow me to apportion funds towards the development of ever more potent weapons. Thus, it is vitally important that we see this operation succeed. But equally important matter is success now we develop deeply in such current, so we should our recurring victory. We must have joy and North dance for the festivities. But I believe joy serves will yet prepare the manner. On to our mastermind tip first, if you would. Oh, hey, Roshanon. I swear, if there's a cowboy ass outfit for this, I'm using it at some point. It's honestly, that's probably locked behind the newest one, but damn it, does that not appeal to me. God damn it. I was just trying to land right next to him. I is dumb. I is dumb. Alright, rational. It's fine, Con. All I did was watch. And that's all. That's your trick. Freedom never stood a chance. As upstart coming, it's defeating like season nights. Yeah, the shoot high, but the 20 victim was so much managed on your own. The argument you ain't getting nowhere. I'll distract you back to work instead. But still, we can't begin the facility without joy. Hey, she'll be out of chores in the manor. Somebody out of chores in the manor house. Maybe if you can't talk to out later, leave early to the situation. Yeah. She wanted to abandon her duties half done though. The best approach to count directly and not give her a chance to object. That's off sweat of work. Wouldn't want to kill no one than guilt. Now, would we? Yeah, should be more at home if you wouldn't mind. The other picture here coming to the celebration. Joy, I don't trust you right now. I might interact to be entirely paranoid about this one, but I do not care. I do not care. Do not care. Yep. Alright, it's time for another spin. I'm glad I made this actually work. Ignoring some, jank. Probably I enjoy watching, you know, videos about jank stuff, actually having to deal with it in my own stream is a pain in the butt. Nah. Confident. Spotlight. It's financial. She's not asking anyone into. I don't have to ask you to leave. It's mission. It's there. How naturally I've come to fetch Joy. Actually, I bring along for something so much she ain't to be intending. Huh. Is Joy some sort of ninja-esque character? And the mini faces is in fact that she has legit mini disguises. And her little transformation as a shooter is her actually letting things slip when she shouldn't have. Honestly, this would probably be the most boring transformation I could do. Just because I don't have a lot of cool effects for it. But that's fine, I can still find some stuff. Alright, Celeste stocks. What do you guys say? Can't do this not sure. I should have served a rather hard-won victory. That's a shoot high, but turning victory is something you manage on your own. Alright, what's going on? So yes, once again, I made the card to all your turning opponents. There you celebrate your victory, however. I have news. What is it, Father? No, but Joy has win. Somebody else. Well, that's another. You don't need to bring out the guard. Well, yeah, that's another reason to bring out the guard. And at the beginning of the game, she's gone then? Since my availability. She's married. I don't see her returning to my factory. She left behind her firearm. Wait, showing one married the other with a live in the workshop. Yeah, it's usually done with it, so the manor houses. There's work upon the day of their marriage as to enjoy his son. Don't touch. Now we've last time to Malcolm Rector since all the time to lose so talented mechanist. I think that's for circulated, man. That's what's the enemy main. And when it's lost, let's instead ready to touch the happiness that Troy has found. He's accepting your colleagues moved on. Don't feel tragedy accordingly. We'll on you soon. I expect to hear great things in this allied operation. Yeah, I don't fucking trust this within a fucking mile. The next she excited and touches a final farewell. No, second, something ill upon her dad, I wonder. You acquainted with Joy's father? Aye, we off to hunting there. He was the one who said that trying at the workshop. Found himself a decent job with a fine employer. You know, I'll tell you what, whether his daughter's gone. It's both the flight and accept positions at the manufacturer. Me lord, not much fancy back to the field without joy and Kenny aim at my side. It was awesome, what the hell? Joy is my mature. However, we cannot simply abandon our obligation to house himself. No, you must show your sense without quarter. Sorry you like, boss, sorry about fairly compensated. Thanks, just have to wait, Haro. I think you say Joy to turn the burns and balance you drive to those of us remain. Place she'll come back to us. Surely. Next level 52, huh? I need to take a very short break to get myself a drink. My current one is out, so yeah. Alright, here we go. Civilian, new ability, give me auto crossbow, they're attack with not only an Ekinus, huh? Well, I'm sure we don't use crossbows, but I suppose get the name. Here's the plenty of fun and all everything come before you. I know another cone attack, huh? The firearm is overheated. This skill is not sure half time or single action. Spawn execution, never half time for this action will. I hate that last part. Just let me use a thing independently, huh? Okay. Just however fucking coke is. Yeah, just make it an independent thing. That's just the latest product. Yeah, it's would seem that it's not only Joy, but her father as well has vanished in the city. No, I can't a few answers ahead rather than sit here. Our hands also wait for the revelation, however. We begin our preparation for engagement alongside House Simzo. No, you just saw the handship. That has been interrupted time and again by marauding Dravenans. City trickles telling report says the dragons are massing a significant assault on the settlement. It's not yet complete. It will be the aim of the allied operation to defend those half-thin structures from the ravages of the horde. They will be established in the front lines of this conflict. Should we fight well, dragons will be riding. Well, the average should suffer. From the Lord Dragon's perspective, the result is a victory. For the future Mega Industry, however, we cannot afford to fail. This I have folks managed towards signing an attention to our open for burst existence. I was hoping you might have to install is the acquisition of suitable components. The right new technology by refer the old. To that end, I would have you infiltrate Castrum Sentry. The number of more much cannot part. Australians there may take a few efforts to liberate their spies. Good old golly looting. Yeah, her father went missing. Yeah, okay, that cinches it. Girl is abso-fucking-tootly, abso-fucking-lootly 100 a member of what's his fuck faces group sent in to infiltrate us. Joy of the many faces indeed. What are you barking at? Huh? Oh. Barky. Bark, bark, bark. Come here now. Yeah, dog I am. Silly, silly doggy. Na 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 na. Went the wrong way, couldn't I? Forgot to swap over the map to the correct mode. Display mode. I am currently flying one-handed because one-handed got a dog in the yeah, huh? You doggy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are, doggy. Yes, you are. No. Nah. Fuck you. I mean, I will gladly not avoid some extra combat to get missions done. Might as well get some stuff hit though. Ah! Imperial crates. Oh no. That's a big one. Yeah, I might have to want to rearrange how I have that set up. But I don't want to. Yeah. I'll just plop it over here. Part of me feels like, well, it would make more sense to have that go there, but I can always make this another shooting part. Move that to there. You know what? There. But yeah, that was a fun one. Another fun thing I like doing was combining it with another bit of absurd jump chain combo stackery. In that case, the combo stackery involved combining it using a literal combo piece that combines, like you find different perks and powers to create perks and powers that just can't do things that they couldn't even on their own. It's definitely a big weird edge case thing. It just doesn't show up in most builds, but it's a fun thing. So you use that. So it's not all around me, it's around the target, huh? I'm not getting much XP from here. I'm getting some. Alright. Still trying to get this under exactly what I want to do, but that seems like a neat enough effect. So basically use those up, then use that to get those things recharging. The first thing that lets me at least also increase battery, but so far the only thing that gets that is doing this combo. I don't like that. Wait, no, hot shot increases the battery gauge by 20. I forgot that. Oh, that's really good. If I can keep it, might as well get rid of it. Well, hey man, I forgot the buttons. Oh shit, you know what I totally forgot. Off screen grinding, I got something else up too. I got him to the next level. So, yeah, the next one we're focusing on is the tank path, Choco Guard, which damage by 50% for him. So hey, yay, he'll live longer. And now he'll do even more damage. After that, the next two is increased HP and this thing. Third attacks on the unfit enemies and increases enmity. So you can now tank better and fight better in general. We're gonna do another living one here after we do this dungeon, mostly so I can clear off another part of Wondrous Tales. After that, we're gonna go for Void Ark. I'm pretty sure since it's almost always been one thing, Void Ark is, well, one of the Wondrous Tales. Oh, no one else I can trust. Some of that. Okay, yeah. Forever knocking out parts. Yeah, that doesn't say anything interesting. Like complex looking contraption, magic machinery. Structure by engine. You better return to spike contacts with us, however. So it appears that his contacts in the room have elected to spawn his inquiries. An unseen hand that's inside the post behind the sun rash of reticence. You can't ask it of his experience instead, then incentives would be more forthcoming. Ooh. I don't know. I agree with that. If after only 52, that's so early in the storyline of, well, Heavensward, that the people in the room wouldn't. I don't think the people in the room would trust me very much. And I don't have Hilda in this part of the storyline yet. I think he Alejandra. So Painted Book and Solid Logo got married on the same day. They said to be rid of some famous convo. Then you don't even need a job to get by. I wonder why. Hey, isn't Dimsdale supposed to be the house that does the construction work? I wonder where that famous contractor is. Okay. Well, you know, his daughter got herself a husband, Falcon Nest. He's probably with her. That with her, ain't he? In Falcon's Nest. Yeah. It's not hurt. Ain't hard to figure out. I'll tell you that's the song. Yeah. That's like her. If she's really was loyal to Halanate at all, then it sounds like her dad might have forced her to choose the money over and security over this. But I think that she might have been a plant all along, and just, you know, she grew to like Stefanian and like being Stefanian. Stephen. Talk to me, boys. That's what it feels like to be an outsider. Easier times like me. Ring infection of the road. Yeah, she was spotted. Apparently during drag test. And you have her husband for his daughter in Fox test. A number of them was such help with times of inspiration. Even a half-criminal letter might find some kind of work for himself there. To me, this is a test. We shall head to and seek to help join our father. Yeah. I don't. I have a feeling this wasn't a son thing. That's just how I feel. She was kept at wanting a polite out. So. But yeah, somewhere. Oh, right, the thing. I'll talk about it after we get this and get through the story chunk. Hey, son of a. Oh, hey, Joy. Hey, what are you doing here? Please, I'll tell you about what's been connected over convene them in factory. I can't be my curse no more. It's best for everyone if I leave life behind. Yes, everyone. Is that what's best for you? Things of life. No, one that doesn't count on those who've shown me such kindness. Take this on the alternative. I'm praying that you and your wickedness get the recognition you deserve. How have you been causing You were... Okay. You were paid and bribed to sabotage our shit. You took this as an out to no longer have to do that to Savinian. It is what you had is talking to it like can. Should not take that having the satisfaction of others. I wish to be making it merely suffer the training at my instance. That's why I didn't place them on ink, but until we saw fit to seek to rule them. And oh, the self-retribution. We have portrayed them no better. No, I think there's something fucking going on. That was a face to face. Might be as good as you landed, but some aesthetic here. I'm doing a make a show of it. There's something I want to look into first. Sure. You go ahead and look into this suspicious as fuck, blatantly, untrustworthy circumstances. But, yeah. So, you take that, and then you use that to merge together a bunch of disparate abilities. One of the things that also works with powers, so, you know. So, what you get is, the first thing you need to get is a ability that lets you, do the souls of those you slay of some sort. And I was like, oh, well, that's a little more. Hold on. You didn't get a power up that lets you make copies of things. Combine with that, and hey, now you're making copies of them. False copies that aren't real souls, if you get the right kind of one. I forget which perk power that was, it's been so long, but yeah. And then you can use those and then use another thing that lets you alter the, make it so the copies you make are, you know, from this are morality flips, so, you know, you kill a bad guy and then boom, you get a minion that is a good guy version of them. Use it with the other thing, stick the ghost of some evil monster inside a robotic shell that now wants to save the day, or at least a copy of a ghost. That's enough to count as a ghost. That's only step one in the fuckery. I don't know my tricks on it, also explorations, but not the side thing. We focus on the preparation for the Allied operation. Let's give it on joy, bringing joy back. We fast, the version we built on Tony will crumble us. Doing it again, 55 paints over. My lord, I lingered back and see if I can find Joy's fire, but he was nowhere to found. Something ain't right here. Create yourself a stomach mechanism. What can I do to stop my place in my own affairs? I see how it is. Even though I knows, but you're all the same. I shouldn't help a comment as long as I'm doing your bidding. But I have to know, it's time I went my own way. Okay, teacher makes me. We've come so far. It's like, well, Troy doesn't want me involved anymore, and I've been clearly been a dick. Like, look, starting fucking up with her, and I think she needs fucking help. If you're not gonna fucking help her, I will. And if you're not, I'm done here. That's for you to judge. You know, don't speak which? I can see you brought me to build a new weapon. Let's say it's only might have entered the field of exchange. Such a rush your part cannot be ignored. So it's for problems. I failed to see the practical evidence of this. First step saw, but does not mean that behind us. That's much of your coming days are, and I shall see that you must well equipped to make this in the short history of mechan history. Losing, yeah, you just brushed past and ignoring losing to your most loyal people. One of which because you stopped fucking bothering with that first one. Yeah. I do believe Simeon's a little bit of the full of the bullshit on this one. I didn't actually look at what my Wondrous Tales are this week. What we got? No idea what the fuck that is. Nope. Treasure Darkens, can't do anything with that. World of Darkness. For first time in forever, it's Void Ark, and I was actually gonna do it. I still am, because I want to. Deep Dungeon, Oh, hey. At least I can do this. I'll do Frontline next. With this. Get the XP for it, and then we'll switch to Monk and wait for the Void Ark. Frontline should at least be quick. What the fuck am I doing? It's not gonna get me to level 54, so... No. Honestly, I want to continue the plot line. Just bit of a couple things here on the side. I'm honestly thinking of roll 21. Okay, now 10 minutes. Let's just go do something else. If you know what I have been fucking forgetting to do, I have the Vano, the last Vano one. So I'm gonna go do that. After that, we just need to cap off the last set of quests for them, and it should activate the final Allied Society quest line. The new Valley is ready to face the Vandu, but first, we ask one of our favor for an old friend. Haru scout spot Vandu marching towards Okanzundu. Come to stand against them before we got Vandu. Lina has one of us request Haru. And do tell him pulling off our sundrop dance. Show us towards dances. If Haru offers her dance, they may grant us strength and they'll go for your mightiest sundrop dance. I gotta ask, how long has this fucking been here? I feel like that got added at some point and I didn't realize it because I'm so used to just having to type it in and not having a convenient button. I just didn't notice it. I feel like that wasn't there before at least the latest batch of patches. It's in the trees just before your sundrop ramps. These look favorably on your display and grant your allies strength. Oops, shit, I just accidentally skipped past one. Thanks, Menti, and literature is all that she does is Okugundu Naki. Still between Vanu and Vanu alone. There's no telling when and how violent him, so this is too much on Haru, and already can ask her to risk climbing him. He will sit. Only Vanu will set foot on the battlefield. Haru, go to Zundu, tail chief son of our Persian fleet. There for a victorious return. Yeah. Yeah, I'll just do those things off screen because it isn't going to make much difference. It's not going to get me to level 54 before the stream's over without me doing a lot of duty grinds. So instead, there we go. This is projected to take a while, so... And ready. Inside the suit of Thunder, we are ready to face our fates. Often we line us what so we can last see watch over our battle with the Vandu. And unmoving into our dance, we must to blade down to that's one day. That's deadly to ruin till our last stand. Pass it down so none forget our net valor. This I trust. Yes, I trust with you. And I to part has come, so I will leave with the rest of his tribe to meet the Vandu. Undo to the northeast. Go there, Netherling, and wait. Sure thing, man. Voodoo. That is a good amount of experience, though. Absolutely pushing me over to the next level. And if I work fast, I can turn the Wondrous Tales into another chunk of XP for a level up. So hopefully I can get through this. Hopefully I can get through this. It's not gonna be today, but oh yeah, the guy with the monster-looking mask versus the much more subtle horn mask. Undo dare leave safety of village. When they're gonna rebels now, and perhaps we'll only do triple tribute for the next 10 moons. Oh, I haven't been using the voice filter. Oh yeah, now see that's much better with actual.
Yeah, no war champ, but the actual to emphasize it helps a lot. Stand there, determined that no matter what happens, I will tell the tale of this day. Well, somebody did a fucking sink. Oh no. Focus. Focus, now let my new activity. Dance as one. They were starting to desync. Even Son of Vanu is retreating. Only Valley is and us. Come before us. Scatter to the wind. Back in the formation. Cuts. Everyone but her brother and Son of Vanu are outright cowering. Oh, no balance between the Vanu. Like, there you answer if you're a front to the whites. Nah, I'm not gonna let this set by. Okay, so yeah, we're just confirming with the whole drum sound coming with the mouth movements that imply chanting that if they could afford voice acting for these quests, we would actually have a war chant to go with it. Might. Oh, Netherling. Can do. Joe Netherling, make her strength yours. Yeah, it's a good thing. It's not. Retreat. It's not mercy. And the best part is, this is the fantasy setting, right? That's just their fucking Aether doing crazy shit from how worked up they are. That's not just an added visual effect that emphasizes the scene. That is their life force responding to the heat of their war dance. Yeah, sorry, broke your promise. I ended up helping. It shines down upon the victory to us today. Netherling, it was our new dances one and one new flee before us. And as I do nothing in fear, remember his crying out like a hatching crying for his mother. Knew him must remember what the good selves before our dance. Yep. Pain her, I try to show you gratitude deep into the cloud sea. Good to welcome you always. This day, undertake twice for running our tribes. Good to finally figure rebuild. Time for this, it's come. Naki. We feast. I can't help but feel that she should be chief after that showing.
That was fun. These are fun and interesting quest lines. There we go. That's what they sound like? Yeah, they don't even send a ton of illustrating the Thunder's history. They told Vanu have fled from Vandu and taken up Brenda Falcon under Naki. I mean, of course, they're birds. They are just far more screechy squawk than the deep one I give them. I just can't imagine them not deep. Pop, Vandu. Alrighty, well, while we wait, do as we done before. Oh, I already did my daily quest. I literally can't do them again. Yeah, I need to knock these three out. This out. But nothing to it. Because stupid only 3 a day thing. God, that is the worst fucking part. There was so much better balance in ARR when you could machine gun those fucking things and get through that fucking absurd goddamn number. And because for some reason the VATH give you an absurdly high number and nobody else does. This will be, let's see. Okay, obviously it's over 10. Let's see. Yeah, so 17. What the fuck? 17 days. 17 days! Fuck. That can't be right. I must be counting wrong. Okay, let me add up the total missions needed to reach that. Let's see. 1,700. The last one's an odd one, and we only get 50. So, 150 a day. But we're going by mission, so 10, 20, 30, 34, 35, because of one extra. 35 divided by 3. So 18 days. Oh, damn it. Oh, that's horrendous. The only reason that's not horrible is because I will be is that ultimately it just means I need to log in and do that every day I can, and I'm still going to be doing this for like another 2 months anyways, no matter what. Someone was hoping for something much later on, and someone is missing World of Darkness. I remember people hated that. Let's see. Arc onto next thing I find. There we go. I opened up another eye. Woo! Internal blast. That was fun. Ooh, I like the general design of this place. One of the Void Ark is a reference to anything that appeared elsewhere in the series. Wasted this thing, but I got mine. Not I. So it does work on let's see. So it only counts when I do use Formless on it, huh? Damn it. That's this. When the game's isn't that one of the first flying ship in the game, so get these barriers down. There we go. There we go. I just had to relearn some of my combos there, so anything. Give me some cool coppers. Cool loot. Void Ark Reeves. Greed, since I'm new to these. Greed, thanks. I don't know what these will look like and everything. There's potentially some very cool shit. Another sealed area already? Well, no, this is a raid. These happen all the fucking time. Yeah, right now I've been unfortunately reliant on factoring the buns. Come on, faster. Okay, so where are we going now? This way, huh? Now these are when Peloton really shines. Lots of walking segments. I already think I did. Alright, this is fucking sucky. Shit. Boom. Abenso Sautis. That's gotta be a reference to something. Boom. God, this new combo system. Okay, yeah, I can't touch this thing. It's vulnerable. Right, stay over here. First time doing. Yeah, okay, I'm like, oh no, this is a barrier that protects me, and I still got. I got my dumb ass killed. Oop. Okay. Ah, shit. I got eaten. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. You know what? That's neat. That is a neat effect. So no matter which one I do, they will all result in the same. There we go. Kill the core of the monster, and the rest of it drops. This is interesting. More gloves of aiming. What? Can't use those gloves of aiming anytime soon, but yeah. My darling, what? Arise and taste vengeance, my ravenous kindred. Oh shit, that's fucking. Okay, whatever the fuck this is, it's fucking rad. Never mind. Wow, these things go down quick. Keep hitting the other button by accident, but god damn. Fuckers go down quickly. Oh, you done? Oh, this entire thing is rad as shit. Everything about this is fantastic. I love it. This is certainly a vibe for a dungeon. Black and purple. The Montana has long lasted and then since I faced it. Punch up. Well. Yeah, I got it, but well, this is my first time doing this dungeon, so you're gonna get to see it as it gets done. Alright, you silloid bastard. Yeah, I honestly didn't realize that it also applied to my mouse. Yeah, I've been feeling like the best one is that middle one, but I honestly don't know now. Because I feel like I misunderstood how this thing works. No matter which of those you use, it gives me one of my things. Okay, yeah, okay. Right. Just noticed I wasn't doing any, well, never mind. I'll go with that. There we go. Ah, last throw. Greed. Ooh, cutscene. Cobras and a, Lamea merging into a, a queen's fairy bedchamber. Only agonizing death awaits you. And infusing into some sort of horrifying monstrosity. The queen's bedchamber. Oop, sorry guys, first time and a streamer. I didn't want to miss it. Only death can cure such chimeras. Some souls ready for the harvest. Oh, that is a monstrosity. I love it. Boom. Hey, thanks for coming back and allowing me to punch your ass. Oh wow, that's cool as shit. He broke up apart into the constitute part, literally ripping a fucking part. Get over here. Sinister. Oh, okay, never mind. Not over yet. Me my wayward claws, agenda. Thought we killed you. What? Why did I? Oh, I have to complete it in. Petrification soon. There's petrification. Damn it, I thought I turned around. Ah. That's not a message, I just thought I turned around in time. hold on, folks. I'm getting a... Okay, sorry about that, folks. Okay, this one I'm convinced the best thing is just big punch, 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 punch. Did I waste the thing? I feel like I wasted the thing. Made use of the thing. Oh, never mind, we finished. There we go. Duty complete. Ooh, I like her style. Kind of reminds me of Taka from the Weary 101, or Team 4 Star. But, well. Okay, well, great. Need. Oh, that helmet's sick as shit. Coffin lid. Oh, I don't. Oh, wind up and Chidna. I'm taking that. You know what? I'm not. I'm gonna pass on the fucking thing. Got a play recommendation. But I like the funniest part is the guy who gave out the warning about the petrification and got petrified too. As noted by, I am stiff. Yeah, me, I expected danger, but not a hellspawn blade nightmare made of flesh like that. You made some though, did it? That's some screw you got there, no mistake. Ooh, treasure chest, ha ha ha. And let's have a look inside the great coffer type thing. Somebody tell me it's filled up with booty. I don't agree with that statement, given what that monster was calling it. I mean, I never moved the muscle. Well, you know, a bed chamber and all that. Oh, hey, it's the double. I don't actually know what that thing is called. I just heard someone calling it that when it showed up in, I believe, first in 8. What's that bastard doing? I don't think it's the summon here, but iconic enemy returned. Oh dear. Oh dear, that looks very bad for all us. Yeah, this way, he's swimming out. The fuck? I don't see that time after that, but I'm just getting queer by the minute. You know, this game's kind of sometimes inconsistent about whether or not cats exist, because a lot of times they, you know, refer to cat things as curl-esque, but then I make my chances with the pavement found in plus some say over here. Thanks, my name, but sometimes they do actually refer to cats as cats. What about the loot? Anyway, they're dead. Either we followed up or make ends of the spell singing void bond. Your choice. How am I meant to make a living? I recommend taking you at least got that chest, you wondered. Oh, good. All the chains on that thing. The bed chamber are gone. Great. Wonderful. Oh, all that chattering in the background didn't sound pleasant either. Great. As soon as this particular cutscene is over, we're going to take a break. Yeah. Yeah, we get it. Yeah, talking cat man not joining us on this. Having to flee above the clouds. Oh no, it seems like this thing is hunting us now. Right. Oh no, wonderful. Wherever that front of the ship, it suddenly got, or back, it suddenly got those, it looks very similar to the thing in the bed chamber, and it's covered in chains now. That glowing chain, and now the chains are broken. It tells me those chains are probably just freaking up. Down? No, you do not understand the concept of a chain, my man. No, he was, whatever this thing is, he unlocked the fucking thing. Oh shit. God, what is this? God, okay. Since the empty initiated dimension was later, cannot be large enough for the entire ship. Oh, great. Yeah, that wasn't a weapon, at least that's not its primary purpose. That's a fucking dimensional cutter. And now it's lowering the thing we supposedly came for into the rift? What? He's not even beyond our reach. Yeah, okay, yeah, there was a queen's coffin. Great, yeah, that sounds pleasant for all of us. Wonderful. And it's nice and sealed up. Great. This looks like an extremely pleasant adventure, the coffin. The front of the ship kind of looks coffin-y. The cannon looks coffin-y. The wings of the ship are literally coated in coffins. That room was covered in coffins. Coffins. And the fucking thing. So fucking coffin cake. Great. Not too much point hanging around here in this solid ground. Yeah, first good moment to cut. I need to take a break to the time. What in the fuck? So I have seen this before. It's just still a great big what the fuck. Okay, good. We're gonna take a break. Sorry, folks. I'll be back real quick. Okay, we're back. Let's finish this off. See where the next chunk of gameplay since us, eh? Alright, it was a bit touching going places against you. Yeah, those are bits to that. So the foreman flagging of. No, don't tell me you're talking about. Wait first here? Yeah, we've been keeping the girl company. Oh, hey, turns out leaving one of your people alone was a bad idea. But if I heard see the can at you, as you know, my dear Lord, I am not easily moved. Listen to me a quiver. Well, I hope your acquaintance and my father's like for the likes of you and me. Consider me by your own limitations. Besides, I have shown how resourceful I can be. Like you have in your set to like get protect the ship, hand over, or you'll just suffer the consequences. Yeah, it's almost as if she should have left her back at your base. And like today, I was just for the one I like to hand them the one who like use it. That's something that's seriously included. And they cut me off guard. Man, I ain't got head aside. The man I know would never consider like without unless. What did you do to the company? Not such a link from to its kind of like. He's a classic of each other else, and I don't know, but how are you supposed to stop her from getting hand in that delict? Great big cannon? Yeah, that's hard out yet. Next little sharp with us keeping a close eye on the towns. Going to that though, I've had some questions what need answering. Curious, Cap. Well, if you wish to know of the Void Ark, the god ship as you call it. I just came up with the voice on the spot. Small characters with deep voices are great. And I, for my part, goes to hear your stories. Ever can to me by my proper name. Yep. Here's the old Final Fantasy VII character, Catsis. Or, he. I think it's called she, but look, man. Look, I'm sorry, I don't know how that's pronounced elsewhere, but in the West we already have a word that's written like that, and popular fiction that we know is this series pulls from heavily, and it ain't pronounced she. It's pronounced sis. So I'm gonna call him Kate Sis. Oh. That's a portrait that tells a story. My tale begins long ago in the city of well, okay, we know what that is now. That's supposed to be where we're going at some point. Which once stood in the lands of fame. The status is so much for master medic. That's how the bear gets in. Oh, right, that's the name of the fucking dark black mage place. You know, the opposite of Vampador, the ones who, you know, did the summoned all the demons and shit. Okay, well, that explains all that. And they brought to town and they summoned on Nim in the War of the Magi. Nim was involved in the War of the Magi? We know Nim, that's the place with the Tomberries living in it. We went in there before. They built a lot of the floating infrastructure around there and built a bunch of different stuff. And apparently built a lot of old golems and such. It's probably the first floor bit we get them. There are quest lines for you to find out more. This isn't one of them. The Titanic forces that they unleash her A heavy toll upon the land, ultimately resulting in colossal flood that drowned the realm of Ezra. Catastrophe, which was a high void rage, so it was wide enough to foresee. Wait, this battle resulted in a literal flood? Ha! There are Final Fantasy free reference. Wait, if that's what I talking about the 6th Emerald Calamity. So do we know that such time was like, yes. Hate that awaited them, and the Machi Maga eventually should have gargantuan and would wear their people's skies into safety. Look, as the ship came on, was just because, part of that, the Quartermaster had been a prisoner in his own home. And the Quartermaster had been a prisoner in her own home, confined to for outspoken opposition to the war, a pacifist amongst that time. And sanctuary, then how did it come to be so, I mean, what happened to other people? Where did all the void state come from? Oh, do you imagine such a massive craft remains aloft? And the darkness siphoned over 1,000 otherworldly summons sealed within the vessel. The Matrian sorcerer made for one reason only. Cataclysmic destructive power, and the swiftest most dangerous method of acquiring the power was through enslavement of void sent entities. Ah, yes. So, the characters, they broke free from their master's control. You built an ark to save your people, powered by fucking demons. What did you fucking think would happen? It's a way added to the great rule of the void sent Katsha, the Shadow Queen. Interesting. So, Skatcha, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, is a character, is a mythological figure from Irish mythology. You got Kukosolon. Wait, was that the thing we were fighting? Hold on. Kukosolon, who does have a transformation to a monster entity, but he's basically Irish. Best example, he's the heroic figure of Irish mythology. And calling her Shadow Queen, I don't know if that really has anything to do with her actual myth. Unfortunately, I don't know them that well. I just know it by proxy of learning about it via learning about overhearing Fate fans talk about Fate lore, where she is the master of the shadow side of the world and all that, and trapped there because she was so much of a badass. When the world went, you can't be a human, you must be a god, get the fuck out of here. Because the world had become more mortalized and couldn't, handle mystical shit like gods running around anymore. But in order to control such a potent prisoner, a mage of Arid Wolves right in being Mecca's favorite sorcerer, the best qualified for it must have never been released from her own imprisonment. Yet even with Sarah's poor skills, having could not be long skill-checked. One after another, lots of voids and folk ran rampant within the ship. And as the 53 void mages of the sector thrown like to return the fiends to their coffin, leaving me, a lowly familiar, to watch over a derelict prison. To me, Ember Air is right. The set of you destroyed having more than 1,500 years past. But it will be evidence matter. And since everything's been quiet about the tell the street, I'm thinking something unusual happened. Like it's up. Am I wrong? The event to take in the shape of battle on the ship. More than it's right, but the longer it rained in the ark, the more stronger it seemed to become. Like the tower and began shattering seal after seal. Ah. Yeah. You have faced this bat-winged thing before. And then the creature tried to cut her, and that he intensified frustration by liberating his queen. Wait, where have I faced this fucker before? I don't... Okay, I actually don't know where this fucker is from. Winged fiend. Like, legit, I don't recognize this fucker. Okay, hold on. We got some dialogue. I don't have the... Oh my god. That was... I was thinking, that was like more Cthulhu. Nope. That monster, that void sit monster, what's it named? Kukulan. Or Kukulan. As that line. Kukulan. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's been a while. But yeah. Look, Echidna, we recognize what Echidna is. That's Greek mythology. That's much more commonly known. Anyone who's watched Percy Jackson shows is familiar with the mother of monsters. But two of these demons are taking reference to Irish mythology. Kukulakalan, a powerful and warped monster. Honestly, if he's meant to, he's weak sauce compared to the actual one. Kukulakalan is one of those mythological figures who was so much of a badass that even when he was dead, days after he died, when someone finally went over to, test his corpse, it still managed to get one last attack in long after he was dead and behead someone. And it did it while standing all that time. Yeah, I thought fucking so. I thought so. So yeah, cool. Interesting. They were pulling from Irish mythology with these guys. Huh. Oh, we fought him. This was the boss, the first fight in the Lost City of Amador. Oh, I got a different boss mixed up with who we fought in here. Okay, well, we already know who this guy is, then. We fought him there. Huh, I honestly forgot. And because we beat his ass and drove him out, he went here instead. Yeah, no, where the Queen's coffin went. Saying that, well, except for small detail, namely, where the Queen's coffin went, and after it fell, ship's fell, and then just disappear, right? No, after the Dark Sender replied, that was a void gate. But it through the void. Allowing ships travel instantly from one location to another. So it didn't get sent to somewhere in the void, it just sent somewhere else. And it's only opened the gate light up to place the coffin, so the coffin's destination. That is as much as mystery to you as it is to me as it is to you. To conquer the dark, help me find the Queen's coffin and the void, burning such a sort of the spell. Adventure, and who knows what ancient Makati treasures might have thrown along the way. It'll make a nice change from all the elegant tombstones we've collected. Yes, I will help you. I'm not itching my hand for taking them, you understand, but I would never either run down that bang around and take the freedom of the skies from me. You might be inconvenienced. You would run it would have dark punches with an entire star. Got your message from I said we'd help, didn't I? There might be nicer spy pirates, but they're still sky pirates. Gosh, that's calm now. That's very made. You might as well go back to your usual component, Haro. When it's time to round up your mates again. Alrighty. Okay. Now, let's see if I can find what this might be a reference to. My dear, and soon we shall cease control the ship in our power. I'm here to the ends of the world. Gotta love if she forces her people to wear masks just so they can be properly faceless goons, eh? Can't have those of them risk the chance of being characters. And the bills, eh? Oops, it's quick. Paying the bills. I'm trying to figure out, is the Void Ark a reference to something? Yeah, raids apparently were much more limited. You know, it's usually Greek mythology people pull from. If you're watching this and just try and keep it up, I recommend avoiding wiki pages because it does have spoilers for information that you might learn. None of it's really relevant to this part of the game, so you know. I'm just trying to figure out if okay. It might be a Final Fantasy 6 thing then. Okay. No, it's actually just straight up mostly new shit with no references. Okay. Not that I have wrong with that. It's just so much of this was references, and I haven't played everything, so it could have been a reference. But no, it's entirely original, which means it's the first time they're dipping into just straight up dipping of Irish myth stuff for this. Hey, I'm down. Ah, I got a Conqueror's Fest. Oh, I like that. I actually really like that. Shit. That looks fantastic. As a monk top. Wow. We're going, of course, with this, we're going back to the lamb once I bother. Alright, Cessia. The Weeping City. It appears to be in need of your assistance. To fly out there, just gonna track it down. Hit it, match a delightful girl. It's exactly how. Take on if you experiment it, we could either sort of pin direct stomach. Besides that, if I think of another hand that helps search over the procs as soon as you're able, you'll find it. You know the way to hand here, don't you? Red bill standard. Fly to the park. Sorry, it's kind of like start bugging it. Oh, I can actually walk around here. I don't remember being able to do that before. Hey, I love that this is actually original content and such. Alright, to maintain tip can mean the difference between life and horrible plummet and death. Alright, we can't hang on some to my vessels around here. Red-Bill Tar Boy. Yeah, you got really to head north when he comes up. It's got the quarters across the bridge. I like being able to actually explore this place a little bit. Oh, this is a lovely place they've got set up here. Love it. You guys hit the field with not but Loon there if I wasn't here to cook for him. That's what I get for not paying attention to the instructions. I just didn't see anywhere glowing and I just assumed he told me where to go. It's my fault. Alright, sit there on the other end of discussion. Wait, before I check out the both of them. Alright, kisses. Oh, I'm not sure my insurance luck. I'm pretty ready to swing it wind out of the brigand. Yeah, hey, that. And alright. That was like someone in the heavens. Yeah, the vest on. I looked. But anyway, right there. So they've got them down, blood hair, when I saw a bloody canvas. I mean, with the link price, I did the crass and hoping, useful. This crew snoring, grumbling, and japes about it. The Archbishop's holy nethers. And it seems we no choice but to do this the hard way. When Mule and Answer is acknowledge the truth of it. Cannot possibly hope to investigate together with a bigger handful of ne'er-do-wells. Gateway of failed spyware games, a perfectly reasonable one under the circumstances. Right, your main G alley cat. We're not the main eye the Sky Pirates that operate. You know, we do have to do a deal to hand over our insurance we found. Now, too, we weren't laughed out of the room to begin with. So that every man and a woman shows your base morality. We made the tips. I'm sure we could win some of the fellows of the nobility of our cause. Sorry, guys, around, no answer anyway. I find someone's counting this, but what have you, Haro? Any thoughts on the matter? Let's have shake tea. I agree with both. Most Sky Pirates aren't polite to actually. We need the help. It's just I don't think Sky Pirates are likely to help us. See that even I was maybe see. Kate says is right. We need help. It's a good spin the edge shot ads. Some other way. Yeah, we'll never fucking succeed on this on our own. But it's been made abundantly clear that for most pirates are like One Piece pirate, or like your average One Piece pirate, and Leopard is like Luffy. Yeah, we'll follow this plot thread until we're done. Passage to Coldwind. On the way in the gauntlet, really? Once we unlock whatever we unlock, we'll move on our way. Yeah, that is on the other side of this fucking place. But this is this card. It's talking about the nobility of your cause is more likely to piss these freedom seekers off than get them to help, even if they are more positive ones. Hey, there we go. Well waiting for the motor door. Someone spinning right down in the pilot red bills little airships. If you're the best enough mates to manage this, then we will have to rescue you and deal with this. Looks like she's still upset about having been caught like she was. Some man is discussing no small measure of grief. Oh no, he's too cute for her. Yeah. What are you? Just my complete dead-eyed stare as this all happens. Ah, she certainly feels. I feel so much better now. Oh, yeah, no, to my feelings, since there's he's something warm and fuzzy. They like to have comments. I made it out when you see it. I just lost my so. Look, it's my later fiction where the Ark should certainly be. I can't see what's wrong. I use the same plans, the same parts. That would be inferring. I said no flaws in the design of the materials. What if it just did and replaced every single piece? The function is hidden. I'm gonna chuck the last thing on edge. What do you make of this, Haro? I don't think the compass is broken. Sorry what happened to the Void Ark. I'm going with that. I don't think the compass is broken. Indeed, Jimmy, of previous work, it would seem a self-perspective. We must consider other factors. Might you explain the difference to which activist tracks the Void Ark? No, take that into consideration. I discovered the Void Ark is caused by an entity of rather peculiar composition, so I simply tuned the compass to follow its unique trail. Peculiar composition, you say? Of course, the Ark's spellbites have an energy to avoid it. No, it's tracking that vessel off, but the aid so that he's imprisoned within. No one showing why the compass now points in a different direction than one would expect, that's all. Diablos and the Shadow Queen are no longer on board the Ark. And if we got the first faith in the compass, we could have the demon's doorstep, so to speak. So, Mistress Mateta, whom I expect, we no longer require outside assistance to pursue our elusive quarry. Careful as Dad says, I think she might mean to squeeze something warm and fuzzy out once more. That's not it's hard time. You only discovery we just. Conditions without an arts harness. Strange, they're looking for. We'd best head back and make ready for them. Maybe they found the demons first and entered under their thrall. Willingly or not. Sorry, why are the sound coming without the cannon? Where's Redalia? I fear these poets have come with murder and pillage mine. Back to team Reddit. Vet Draggle have beaten. Hey here, I don't think there's fun for a fight. Hey, it's like the gods. Yeah, I think they found out what we figured out the hard way. First, Bill, we need your help to save Captain. I mean, it's for you to decide, but I'm all for leaving her. Oh no, man, those ferrets try my career steal our comments, so now you come crawling to make help. What kind of unholy mess have you and stumbled into? You damn comments, but you didn't try to after me. You ended up in some moldy out ruins, lightly with wood and some old sword spider demons knocking our ships out of the sky. Blow away, but we saw what happened to them get caught around and pants like that, so you're stuck there with no wings to fly out. And this is our problem. Why? Well, this guy might be if we go over to alive or not. So much better. Get here, but wait, I'm getting some words. Machi artifact. Demons assertion. Hide! No screaming. Seems like it's okay for now, but who knows for how long. Seems for an acting. Still before, don't think how to lie in the trap here. Oh, thank God. That's a big figure in black magery that we haven't learned about yet. We wouldn't learn about yet. Actually, this isn't the first time she's brought up. But one fun fact: Toto is a black mage in 11, and she is a member of the cutesy small race for that game. But you know, the better cutesy small race. They run show of Makkad stuff. Black heart. Then we after the Nullstone. Plus, he's thinking what these things are after. He's thinking of what these things are after. But see now these times are patch up that had the real face like. I know how you love the hair pop. Alright, sit here, bring Paul wall to my arms. We'll have ourselves here our opinion. Yep. And then once I get it procced, we are not continuing this fucking thing today. We're going to go to Isleshire and start doing side quests. Spin wheel. Alright, let's find out some lore, huh? Well, let's hear what Silentales is looking for. The firemen speak of those, and I must first explain the method which Machi sorts would bind the void sense into service. Yeah, the more powerful you are, the harder it is to drag it from hell to this plane. Why they cooperate with mortal soldiers, a mage can provide suitable vessel for summoning or rip a large shawl from the fabric ready for the ending itself to step through. I mean, the mage puts the veterinary to pack in return for them. Strikes for today, entity. The essence of even the most potent entity, obliterates complete. The rest of the void thing, it's kind of like that. Just for as much as they summoned. The way his feet, little feet shuffle. Brought it with you to the void ship, huh? Alright, so we know what the fiends are after. What I understand is why such about such time they do a clock split within the way. Was very reason they chose unrisk its relocation. They showed Kane for that purpose. Secured by the safe. Stop in the cutscene. And hit that immediately. I'm not counting that one as missing it. And it's yeah, if you miss the message, it's the jump scares. About to fit the other, don't know what remains of the city I once knew. So it is what's captured from Mountain Attribution from the magically mid ruins of an ancient civilization. Hey there. And I want to see your showing though, eh? Likely gone such a now and what's sending the fiends outside. We want our heroes losing their head now, would we? New duty. There we go. Robe looks sick as shit, I will continue to say. Okay, I don't even know where to start. Well, cool, I know you're on a half-bad Rome's about picking fights with God and everybody else. Well, man, love your work. Yeah, same for you. Buddy, are you fucking accusing me of not carrying the weight? It's something I can get people to do with me. Suffix. Disarmed. I feel. I don't want to start that today. I think I want to do a bunch of little quests for a moment. Okay, Moogle, what the fuck? The fires. I don't know what it is or why we're getting it from here. Okay. This time while trying to stay empty yourself. Well, never mind that now. There are more things to be worried about. Third one. In here. You know what? No, I'm gonna leave all three of the ones in here alone. That might be confusing. Why I'm doing that? Well, it's actually. Once I get the thing to 60, I'll just. Yeah, level 60. There was at least one of these things out here that, and since I know that. Okay, gets a striking opportunities over there, and I skipped past it. Oh well. Yeah, that's probably has to do. The look of a woman who's seen rather too many marbles. What? Yes. No, thanks us. I wonder. Goddamn beast make out of it. Come out of nowhere. Wondering we made it out alive. If you just can't. Well, yeah, as much help as we get. I'll see you back at the auditorium. As long as I can do the talking as like her class. 3%. I don't really found anything about it. The song in these words I could be everyone in Ireland, so it becomes a proper priceless treasure. The song feed people. Or medicinal. Some sort of helping you grow a medicinal crop to help. We'll go talk to this guy, talk to that, and, you know, we'll be doing what we did before. tomorrow, which is, you know, grab all 3 of these dungeons dungeons and raids I unlocked. Hey, Akin Madam. You look like a very nice blood of your enemies. Have you been concerned about Stone Ski Sai? Furnishers, no. Doman told me to say. Yes, myself, but he seemed to think it was all very clever. But what in the fuck? This is the goofy battle music. Really? All that for that? Where did it come from? Why is it being launched down? Yeah, they're goofy people. If someone thought, oh man, that looked awesome. If you get, sorry, you can defeat the fiend. The principle is dummies don't hit back. That's all. It's free. Okay, so basically, from what I understand, the color concept is it's a dungeon built entirely around people who are. I think I flew over to that place once. Oh, actual duty. I don't know what's up with this. And that's why the middles are especially broken up, huh? Because they keep fucking Orbital dropping it. There's no marker on that fucker. And I have to do it by just talking to him? Yeah, so it's a matter. It's either great warrior or great fool. Format. Oh, okay. So this is supposed to be, you know, the extreme high-end content. Okay. That's weird, but okay. Boop, boop. Hey, if I can do the talking thing as a gun gal, I'll do it. Gunner gal. Nope, no, I'm not calling gun gal like everyone else. So it's like to the enemy child of Buncombe. And greetings to the voyeurs. So have I the dungeon lock? There we go. That's 2 hards and a raid to do. Two of those I'll probably just feed into my. At this point, it's just a matter of waiting. Like I said, just a matter of waiting. If we're lucky, we'll generate just a tiny little bit of this. So I need to nab World Darkness, these. Yeah, at least I'm down to number 8, so that shouldn't be much longer, but oof. and it'll probably go past that time if I have any guess. I know there are people who think that in most cases, the gamer is, you know, prove someone, you know, videos on the internet is the same as what you get out of actually playing it. I'm literally reading a post by one such person, but it is kind of baffling to me, though, that, and it, you know, that the best, that you don't need to play games nowadays most times if you want to experience it, you can just watch a curated walkthrough. Not streamers though, because streamers are terrible at it. They, you know, talk over the game and add their input. They're playing the game, which is baffling to me. Like, just fucking play the game. If you're going to waste your fucking time watching a goddamn video of someone playing a game, at least make it something where you can actually get something more. Similarly, I'm planning on watching Recommended too, and hey, that could be interesting. I do enjoy watching people's, you know, react stuff. It's like reactions. You don't watch. I don't watch Madoka reactions because, like, oh, that's the best way to watch Madoka. I watch them because I want to see people react to the shit that happens in Madoka. If I want to just watch Madoka, I'd go watch Madoka. But nothing I hadn't seen before, anyways. And on top of that, of course, there's, you know, the added personality of who are, if they're, you know, particularly entertaining individual, like, you know, again, Iron Mouse, Markiplier, people like that, then you get even more with it. It's been forever since I've done this one. Remember, said hi at Twitch. You know what? I've done this before. We're going over here, so so you can see the chat. Right, yeah, I'm trying to do the combo over there. I think this is the first time I've done it. Oh. Honestly. At this low level, there is no benefit to me using the combo. There we go. Boop, boop, bam, bam. Boop, boop, bam, bam. Oh, never mind. You got it. I actually misclicked the thing. Trying to click it. But I don't think I'm allowed that level of range. I do. I just have no interest in it as a story on its own. Which is, god damn, but just. But yeah, where was I going? With this. There we go. There we go. But yeah, where was I talking about? Probably the closest thing I could say like that, I watched TV show wise. It's like, Fully Cooley, and even that at least had some interest story. Again, I'm more interested in, you know, I was super interested in the sequel when I first heard it. I even made a reaction to it, which I think has been lost to the season of time, due to my original channel going down. But, weapons. Oh. But yeah, where was I? Come on, chop, 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 chop. I mean, this was my first click, but there we go. But yeah, that's a very rare thing where, you know, the only appeal is person's reaction, and even in it, that's still, you know, person's reaction. Got something. Trying to get a shot on that fucker was a pain in the ass. There we go. I got some moments from the prison. Yep. Okay. Honestly, I don't have enough time to queue up another stream and do it. Or not stream. Duty and do it. So, yeah, it's going to be it for today. Yeah, we didn't get much XP from this fucking thing, apparently. Dude. Not surprising, given how early of a dungeon it is, but still. I just knew doing a full thing would have pulled it up. It's, you know, this person's side of the opinion. I just don't fucking get it, like at all. I have enough of these. I can immediately spin one to make my life easier. There we go. And I'll be getting enough of these since I'm currently in a part of the game where I'm doing a bunch of new shit myself. But, you know. Yeah. That was mostly me just looking at something and being inspired to talk about it. And other people just don't get it, which is fair, but, you know, like for me, I'm not, I fully admit I'm not the most authentic streamer, but I'm the one that just does it because I like to hang with people, yeah? And I don't like my shit disappear. The Let's Plays for closest I could get to that for a long while without streaming, and then I, you know, could stream. So, the streaming within my grasp. I get to enjoy, you know, interacting with people. And this is probably a great way to get me the occasional viewer outside of just playing 14, which I do love. I don't do it to get viewers. I do love 14. I came into this game because I was reading a fanfic and was overwhelmed with the need to fucking dive into the world. Even for all that I want, I can't wait for this over. It's only because it's such a fucking big game, and I want to play other things. 3 days a week I'm saving to this when I could be using that to speed through, metaphorically, Deus Ex. I'm about, I'd say about 1/3 of the game through the game of Deus Ex, if not halfway through it, and I'm on like the 10th one. Imagine if I was doing these 5 days a week. I would already be 15. What the fuck am I talking about? I would already be through the first playthrough of the game. Plus, I want to revamp my fucking video setup, and that's just something that's gonna take a bit of time because I'm gonna have to tweak things behind the scenes a lot to make the toggles that I use for this functional for the different software I'm gonna use. But it's good because the software I currently use is through a browser that I have specifically for this because it runs it great, better than anything else I have while keeping it minimal. But the problem is the fucking browser has its own issues, and at this point we've got software that can do what I want out of this just as well, if not better. I've seen stuff that has the legs and limbs and other parts besides the hand that does this shit better than what I'm currently getting out of here. It's time to move on, but that means I have to change things up for the better, ultimately, because, you know, but I don't have time to do that while streaming. But again, plus, I really want to play fucking Fallout 4, and I really want to react to Invincible Season 3. Anyways, HighPriest sign out. I will see you all